said, you know what? I'm gonna do a short film to promote my book. And so I hit up a couple of my homeboys, ran the idea by them. And they said, yo, that's a dope idea, you should do it. So I said, you know what? Bet, it's done. So I went back to the lab, AKA my apartment, wrote out the script, probably banged it out in about a week. Then I said, you know what? I need to have somebody act this out. I need to see this played out live. Because what I think is funny, everybody else might not think it's funny. What I think is a dope line, everybody else might not think it's a dope line. So I ran by one of my other homeboys. And he said, yo, you got a kickback coming up at the spot in a couple of weeks. Why don't you just do it there? I said, you know what? I'm glad I got you as a friend because that is a great idea. So that's what I did. A couple of weeks went by. We sitting at my crib, everybody's chilling, vibing, enjoying the mood, and vibing. And then I cut the music abruptly. I said, hey, I'm doing a book launch in a couple weeks or a couple months, and I need y'all to act out the script. I need y'all to do this to support your brother. And you would have thought I invited everybody to a pyramid scheme. Because you don't just change the itinerary at a kickback, especially when you're asking people to work. But I said, you know what? I need y'all to do this because these meals ain't free. So everybody was a little bit hesitant at first, right? But eventually, everybody got into it. We started reading the script, we started acting it out. But they started acting it out. I was directing with no directing experience whatsoever. But eventually, everybody started getting into it, everybody started feeling it, everybody started getting some laughs. So I said, you know what? I think I got something. And so hopefully, y'all enjoyed what we brought to you today for your viewing pleasure. So let me ask y'all something. Did anybody in here see a character in the film that you thought represented you? Anybody that you thought, that sounds like me? Nobody, everybody just got it all together. I'm gonna tell you which one represented me, if y'all can't guess already. Calvin. Calvin was a character that I thought represented me. The reason why? First of all, as some of y'all may not know, my middle name is Calvin. So that's why I named the character Calvin. Second of all, I used to do the same thing. Occasionally I still do. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, go to the kitchen, and either dive in on some red velvet cake or some carrot cake. No lie, when I say dive in, I mean literally diving in. You do the same thing? No plate, no knife, no slices. I'm literally taking a fork to the whole cake and eating straight from the cake. It was a problem. Little known secret about me, I have a sweet tooth, and it's a monster. And don't even let my mom get started on the candy yams, because that's a problem too. It's so bad, when my mom does Thanksgiving dinner, she'll make a plate of yams for the family, and then I have my own personal pan of yams. Yes, the sweet tooth is a problem. Apparently I'm not the only one. I got some amens off of that. Because most of y'all just know me since I've been in shape, right? Most of y'all just know the fit eat, the nutrition loving eat. But y'all don't know about everything that I went through to get past that point. Because contrary to popular belief, I have not always been as sexy as what I am today. I know it's hard to believe. I do. I know it's very hard to believe. But it's absolutely true. But what you want to know is how I went from the past struggles, how I overcame those obstacles to get to the point I am today. And the only way I could effectively do that is to take you on a walk through history. Yes. Hold on just a minute. Get this turned down. And we're going to take it all the way back to the beginning. So, this is me. That's me, all day. Looking Run DMC fresh. Same smile, same dimples. And surprisingly, my head is about the same size now as it was then. That's how I did normal kid stuff. You know, play, go to school, play video games. You know, when you were a kid, you ain't worried about responsibilities, you ain't worried about bills, that's your parents' job. So that's what I did. Just normal kid stuff. So, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Now this
Oh, we know.
This is also me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I know some of y'all probably looking like, you lying. That ain't you. That don't even look like you.
No, that's him.
Yeah, and this is my family right here, by the way, y'all. So my family already know that's me all day. Probably recognize the couch too. So here I'm probably about 10 or 11 years old, but I'm like 185 pounds. Yeah, I was what they call husky. Husky. And if that ain't some demoralizing name to be called, I don't know what it is. So you're probably wondering, well, how did I go from being an average sized kid to being husky? Well, I'll tell you how I did it. Plain and simple. A lot of eating and not a lot of physical activity. See, this was the time, and I still am kind of, but more of a nerd. A lot of reading, a lot of writing. I did stuff with my mind. Puzzles. I was that guy. I didn't do really hardly any sports or anything like that. Now, in terms of what I was eating, well, born and raised in the South, you're eating that Southern cuisine. Everything fried, everything with gravy and all the heavy starches, the cheeses, the sauces, the whole 9 yards. But it wasn't so much what I was eating, it was how much I was eating. Because I was the type of dude, first of all, I ate fast. And so by the time I realized I was full, I was putting more food in my mouth. And then I also went back for seconds, sometimes even thirds. Every meal, no lie. Now, let you in on another little secret. Moms, you probably don't even know this. So before, my moms would get up and cook breakfast in the mornings. And we talk about the full spread too, the cheese grits, the cheese eggs, the bacon, the sausage, the whole 9 yards. Before she would cook that, I would wake up before everybody else. And then I sneak to the refrigerator and grab some Pop-Tarts off the top of the refrigerator while everybody else was asleep. Now my dad, he snored real loud, so I knew as long as my dad was still snoring, I was good. But if he stopped, I had to stop. Because one false move could have threw off my whole plan. So I grabbed Pop-Tarts off the top of the refrigerator and snuck back to bed. Then I put the covers over my head to match the sound of that crinkly ass Pop-Tart paper. So then I would just devour some brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts. And then I go back to sleep. And then my moms would wake me up to come to breakfast junior. Breakfast with another little known fact about me that y'all might not know, I'm a junior. So my family calls me Junior. Junior, breakfast is ready. So then I get up, like I ain't just finished eating Pop-Tarts. Then I take the wrapper and I put it at the bottom of the trash can because I had to hide my evidence. And then I sweep the crumbs off the bed and into the trash can, and then I go eat breakfast. Another reason that I gained so much weight, I didn't believe in drinking water. Didn't believe in it. If it wasn't soda, juice, Kool-Aid, I ain't like it. My mom used to get mad at me too because we went through so many bags of sugar making all the Kool-Aid. But I didn't care. It's not my job to worry about how much it costs. That's your job. My job is to make good grades and drink Kool-Aid. So that's what I did. So when you do that, when you add up all those factors, it's only inevitable that you gain a whole bunch of weight. And that's what happened. Now it's also during this time, my oldest brother and my sister, they were in the military, had some army experience. So they were used to being in shape. So what the older siblings do with their younger, out of shape brother, they tease. That's what they do. And so they would literally get in front of me and do push-ups. Pow, Junior can't do it. They do sit-ups. Boom, Junior can't do it. I said, you know what? I don't care. I don't want to do sit-ups. I don't want to do push-ups. And not that it really bothered me. I think in a way it kind of motivated me because eventually I got to the point where I started trying. But I couldn't do it because that's a lot of weight to be pushing as a big man. I'm 185. So I get down and try to do a push-up. Couldn't do it. Try to do a sit-up. Couldn't do it. I get about halfway up, go back down. Halfway up, go back down. But I kept trying. I kept trying. Now my mom's, I got this contraption called an ab rocker. If anybody knows what an ab rocker is, it's that little thing with the two handles and the pillow on the back of it and a pad to help support and give you assistance with doing your sit-ups. But even with that, it was still a struggle. Couldn't do it. I get about halfway up, couldn't do it. Halfway up, ain't happening. But I kept doing it till eventually I finally was able to do one full sit-up. And you would have thought I won a Golden Globe or something, because I felt like I had made an accomplishment with that. But then that one sit-up turned into 5, turned into 10. Same thing with the push-ups. Well, from 1, 5, 15, till eventually I got to the point where I was doing like 100 push-ups a night and probably a couple hundred sit-ups a night on the ab rocket. I was using the ab rocket so much that I broke both of the handles. But I still kept using it, I just held them in place. Now, my second oldest brother around this time had got me a set of dumbbells, probably about 25, 30 pounds or whatever. So I did whatever I could, what I thought was considered working out. You know, doing some curls, shoulder press, bench press, whatever I could within the confines of my bedroom. Until eventually, all the work paid off, and I got to this point. Now y'all are probably wondering, who's that cute little princess sitting in my lap? Well, that is my second oldest niece, the lovely Miss Tamaya Walker. Yeah! And so the hard work paid off. The hard work paid off. Right here, I'm probably about 135 pounds. So I dropped like 50 pounds within a matter of a few months. And so, my confidence boosted, right? I'm in middle school. Girls are talking to me now. They think I'm cute now. So I said, you know what? You're right, I am. I'm gonna talk to you too. And so I held this weight up until I got to high school. And in high school, you know, you have to take a PE, so weight training was the class that I took. And I started putting on some muscle. So I got even more confident. I said, oh, this feels all right. And so I got up to about 175 pounds in high school. So, decent amount of weight gain, but it was mostly muscle and bulk. Now, I held that weight up until my freshman year in college. And if anybody knows anything about college, you probably heard of a phrase called the freshman 15. Yes, the freshman 15, if you're not familiar with that term, is used to describe the amount of weight that the average college student can expect to gain during their first year. The reason why you gain so much weight is because food is everywhere. You got fast food on every corner. You got the cafeterias on the dining hall, or the cafeterias on the campus. And so when you're surrounded by all this food, not to mention all the late night drinking, eating, partying, because that's what you do in college. You eat, you party, and then every now and then you go to class. And so when you do that, that's a recipe for weight gain, another recipe for weight gain. And so this is me probably my sophomore year. This is also during the time of the baggy clothes era. The 2 and 3X tees, the size 40 Jabot pants. And it's also the time when I thought it was fashionable to wear do-rags in public places. Oh, how far we have come. And so here I'm about $1.95. So I put on about 20 pounds from the time I came into high school to my junior year. But fortunately for me, I was still working out. Now, I didn't really care about being fit. I was just lifting heavy, getting strong, getting big, getting strong. So I held that weight up until probably 2010 or so. But actually, let me backtrack a minute. Now, something did happen during this time in college. Inadvertently, I started drinking more water. But not because I was trying to be healthy, but because I got tired of paying for refills, $2 and $3 a refill. Because in college, you're a broke college student. The struggle is real. So I said, you know what? I don't like the way this water tastes, but I like the way it feels saving money. And I like saving money. So I started drinking more water. So now we fast forward to post-college, moved to Charlotte. Probably around 2010 is when I got my personal training certification. The reason I got that was because throughout college and a couple years after, I was the go-to person for most people who wanted to work out and put on some size. So I said, you know what? Since I'm good at it, since I like what I'm doing, since everybody keeps asking me about it, I'm gonna monetize this. Because anything that you're good at, anything that you're passionate about, anything that you're skilled at, you should always try to monetize. Message. And so that's what I did. Still drinking water. All right. So where was I? Oh yeah, got my training certification. And so as a personal trainer, you do what? You show off your physique. And that was my first time wearing a fitted style shirt. Because again, I come from the baggy clothes era. I wasn't used to it. But when you're a trainer, you're supposed to be the epitome of fitness. You want everybody else to want to look like you. And so I remember I was training to climb. And I was demonstrating the proper form on how to do a squat. So I get in the position, bow, bow. I get the ball on my back, boom. Then I go down in the squat position. This is about as far as I'm gonna go because my pants kind of small. So I'm gonna stop right here. So I get in squat position. I look straight across, and in the mirror, what do I see? I see my damn gut hanging. I said, what is this? I didn't even know I had a gut. I said, oh no, this ain't gonna do. First of all, as a trainer, you're supposed to be what? The epitome of fitness. I said, how can I be effective as a trainer when I don't even look the part? Second of all, and most importantly, that shit ain't sexy. Ain't nothing sexy about having a hanging gut, especially as a man. So I said, you know what? I gotta make some changes. This ain't gonna work. And so that's what I did. I started making some changes. So I changed my diet. Changed a lot of things I was eating. I cut out a lot of stuff. I cut out fried food. I cut out the pastas, the cheese, and all the things that most people love to eat. I cut it out. Started eating more vegetables. Started eating more fruits, more plant-based foods. Started eating more lean meats. I stopped overeating. I stopped overindulging. And then as far as my workout regimen, I completely changed up the way, oh, more water, thank you. I was thirsty. Y'all hold on for a second. Yeah, I will take breaks periodically, but it's my show, so bear with me. And so, what was I? Oh, changed my workout regimen. So prior to, I was used to just lifting heavy. Just lifting heavy weight, trying to get as strong and big as possible. So I completely changed up the way I was doing that. Because throughout the time that I was training, I learned that in order to build some lean muscle and burn fat, I needed to do more reps, higher reps, and moderate weight. So that's what I did. I started doing more circuit training. For those not familiar with circuit training, that's a style of training where you do a bunch of different exercises consecutively with limited rest in between. The reason you do that is because you want to keep your heart rate up throughout your workout because you start to burn more calories, specifically fat calories. So that's what I did. I pushed myself to my limits with my diet, with my exercise regimen, the whole 9 yards. Until eventually, y'all ready for this? Bye. Now, quick side note. This is probably one of the best trips I've ever been on my life. If you've never been to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, I suggest you go. You already know. And so yes, drink in one hand, camera in the other hand. So I realized, oh, there's something to this whole concept of healthy living. It's not just about how much weight you lift or how strong you are. It's about being fit. And this was the most energy at that point that I'd had in my life. My energy had increased. I felt more vibrant. I was light on my feet. I was thinking clearly. So all these things started to line up. And if you look kind of close right here, you can see a few remnants of waves, a little bit. You know, no, didn't do it. Well, I ain't got to worry about that no more. So yeah, once I saw these results, I said, wow, there's something to this. And that's when I started changing my whole approach to how I was training, to how I was training other people, to how I was living my life. And I realized it's not just about going to the gym. It's about being able to do those things throughout the day that you have energy for. Climbing a set of stairs without breathing heavy. Running around with your kids without feeling like you're about to pass out. That's what being fit is. And so that's when, for me, it became more of a mindset, a mantra. And that's what kind of launched me into my philosophy, which is no excuses, just results. Because I realized during that time that I was going through my transition of becoming more healthy and more fit, that it was something that I needed to do, something that I needed to commit to. It was a lifestyle change, not just a 30-day diet or a quick workout. It was a lifestyle commitment, a lifestyle change. But then I also realized one of the things that stands in most people's way is the excuses that we make for not doing the things that we know we should do. Ernest, I want to get in shape, but I ain't got time. Well, I know I need to eat a little bit better, but I don't like the way that tastes. Well, I know I need to be getting a little bit more rest at night, but I'm so busy I can't. But I can't, then I realized, well, if you just get your butt out of the way, you can reach the results that you're trying to achieve. And so that's why I adopted this mantra, this whole philosophy, no excuses, just results. But also, with the journey that I had been on, with losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, and then losing it again. I said, you know what? A lot of people go through these same struggles. And a lot of people don't understand why. A lot of people don't understand how sleep impacts your health, how stress impacts your health. I'm working out every day, but I ain't seeing no results. Or I'm trying to eat a little bit better, but I ain't losing no weight. So I realized with all these questions and all this misinformation that's out there, I said, you know what? People need a blueprint, a manual, something easy that they can go to understand how all this works. Not anything that's too scientific, but something that you can easily pick up and read and say, oh, boom, that's why I need to eat more greens. Oh, that's why I need to drink more water. And so I wanted to take all this, my journey, and everything that I have been through, and put it in one manual, Why You Can't Lose Weight, the Blueprint for Healthy Living. So within the book, hopefully you can use my story to tell your story. Because it's not just about everything that you do that's physical, a lot of it is mental. A lot of it is mental, it starts in the mind. So when you read this book, I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel inspired to make better decisions that can hopefully help you become the best version of you. You know, I always hope that I can be someone's inspiration to never let anything else define your limitations. You see, these dreams that we're constantly chasing, well, it's kind of like running a race because we usually run the hardest when the finish line is on the way. You see, I've been running for a long time, and at times, I must admit, I did get a little tired, but I kept going. And now, I'm living in full stride. So there's never any failure in temporary defeats. The only failure is if you never even try. Minor setbacks can lead to major comebacks. They can either stagnate or motivate. They can either discourage or encourage. So I encourage you to always choose the latter. And if anybody ever tries to put a cap on your aptitude, well, then you just build your own ladder. You see, most of the criticism comes from those who never even tried. So don't even let them deter you. You keep running while they continue to sit on the side. Nevertheless, but always the more. And I ain't even waiting on an opportunity to come knocking. Nowadays, I'm beating down opportunity's door. Hey, I know y'all hear me knock. You might as well let me in. You know what? The hell with it. I'll build my own door and I just let myself in. You see, this ain't the beginning. And the damn show ain't the end. Because I was raised to keep on going until I secure that win. You see, anything is possible with enough discipline, dedication, and determination. But then you blend it with action. Consistency, sprinkled with an absorbent amount of passion. In a nutshell, that's pretty much the recipe for success. There are no secrets. So keep sowing seeds of perseverance that blossom into prosperity when you reap it. You see, in life we don't take losses, we take lessons. And my homie taught me that. So that's why I always fail forward, but I never fall back. You know, when I look at my life, I can really say that I always gave and kept it 1,000. Because like we all know, only hard work and determination can move mountains. So always give it your all in all ways. Be a positive influence. And all this time, y'all thought I was just writing a book, but I was really giving you life's blueprint. See, it's not just about the words, but it's more about how you use them. So read between the lines. Learn to see with your mind's eye. Because the shadows always fall behind if you keep your head to the sky.
Amen.
Thank you. Now I know what y'all think. I do. What time you gonna eat? Whenever you place an order? I know what y'all think. When did you start doing spoken word? I ain't know that. When did you start doing spoken word? Today. Today is when I started.
I see you. Ernest Swindell.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I do look very dapper now, don't I?
Very dapper.
Well, thank you. So I call that piece Rise. Hopefully something that you can take into next week, some inspiration that you can take into next year, next decade. Because everybody needs some encouragement, some motivation to make it through. And what you also realize, what I've realized and what I preach is that it starts in the mind. Every action that we take, every decision that we make starts with a single thought that comes from our mind. And I remember back when I was in college, I was part of 100 Black Men of America. And we went to a seminar at A&T. Shout out to any Aggies in the building. And so, I guess there's none. Oh, there are some, okay. Usually y'all say it, immediately. I had a little bit of hesitation. So I'm gonna say that one more time. I'm gonna say shout out to all the Aggies in the building. Okay, that's what I was expecting. I knew it's always something somewhere. So we were at the seminar, and the speaker asked us, who do you think the illest character was on the X-Men? And so one by one we started raising our hands and giving different answers. Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, so on and so forth. And then the speaker said, no. The illest character on the X-Men was Professor X. Because Professor X could control people's minds. And even as did somebody disagree with that? I thought I heard somebody say, nah. Well, that's not the point.
The Pharaoh has spoken.
Point being, even as a paraplegic, Professor X didn't have to lift a finger in order to control people's minds. Because the mind, once you embed the right thoughts in it, or any thoughts, once you program it, the body has no choice but to follow. It's like a computer. It is a computer, one of the most powerful computers ever created. Once you program a computer to run a certain task, it has no choice but to run that task. Same thing with our minds. Once we program our minds to a certain frequency, a certain way of thinking, either positive or negative, that's what the body is going to do. Y'all ever notice that when you start thinking negative, when you start thinking the worst that could happen, that's usually what happens. When you expect the worst possible outcome, that's usually what happens. But on the contrary, when you start thinking positive, when you surround yourself with positive people, when you do uplifting things that provide you more positive energy, usually the outcome is more favorable. And so that's why you have to be very conscious of the energy that you surround yourself with, the energy that you put out there, even the people that you let inside the circle. Because everything that we sense, everything that we experience, everything that we see, everything that we hear, influences how we think. And how we think determines the actions that we take. Message. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to transition into the part of the program that everybody can participate in. And when they say that in church, you already know what time it is. So I'm going to ask, where's Jamie at? Where's Jamie? Always late. All right, Kiera, I'm going to have you go ahead and get set up. And so what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, as you already know, the reason for the season is my book release. So the book is on sale. Actually, it's not on sale, it's for sale. The book is for sale. $17.99. But not only do I have the book, I have exercise cards. Hold on, let me hold those up for me, Kiera. Yes, Vanna Black. Well, thank you. So the exercise cards, some of you have already used them and had them for a while. For some of you, it may be new to you. So the exercise cards, each card has a different exercise and a different number of repetitions or a set amount of time in which to perform that exercise. The most used reasons that people say they don't want to work out. I ain't got time. I don't want to drive to the gym. Well, fortunately for you, all the exercises on the card can be done in the comfort of your own home because no equipment is needed. But if you are feeling a little bit froggy and want to add some spice to it, you can add some ways to it. So the cards are $10. The book is $17.99 for a total of $27.99. But for today, and today only, we have the event special, $22.99 for both. And that's why lovely niece is holding up the cards in the book. So $22.99 for both. So by the time you leave here today, You have the book to stimulate your mind. You have the cards to train your body. And you have some words of inspiration spread around to feed your spirit. The mind, body, and spirit connection. The trifecta for success. If you got those three things aligned, ain't nothing you can't accomplish. All right, so the way this is gonna work, if you've already pre-ordered the book, then you should have received your book already. If you haven't pre-ordered the book, and you'll be purchasing today, which should be everybody that hasn't pre-ordered, then please see the sales table. Today, only cash and card. Sorry, no cash out, no PayPal, no Venmo. Cash and card only. Everybody got it. No checks. 2 forms of payment, everybody got cards and cash. Now, after you get your book, please proceed down to the front where I will autograph your book and you have a photo op with yours truly. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh, let me get some shout outs. I want to give a few shout outs because this event is not possible today without all the hands involved to help support it. So first of all, I gotta give a shout out to my man Corey, Mr. Voice TV, the man behind the names. That boy good. Let me see who else. Oh, the Lovebirds. Miss Sinead and her husband, Miss Bunny Burns. For MCing and setting up the decorations. Let me see, I got another close friend of mine who did the designs for all the cards and paraphernalia. Fortunately, she's not here today, but big shout out to her. Also got to give a shout out to all my fellas for helping set up this morning. Did a little bit more than anticipated, but I owe you several drinks. Put it on my tab. And also, got to give a shout out to my family for traveling up this way to come support me. Always feels good when you got family support. And anybody that I may have missed, don't hold it against me. Thank you, everybody.